Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Quarantine Kitchen. I say good morning because we're doing breakfast today, something I realized I haven't done with you yet. This is a pretty standard breakfast, so the only thing we're going to actually be cooking is the eggs, and I'm going to show you how I poach an egg. And I say that because, is this the proper way to poach an egg? Not according to Google or the many chefs that actually can poach an egg. However, does the egg go from unpoached to poached in a normal amount of time, in a replicable amount of time? And the answer is yes, therefore it's a successful way to poach an egg. Normally, I would serve this with half of an avocado, but my avocados are not quite ripe yet. So we're going to be serving it with another healthy fat. I'm going to be doing some cashews and this My Terra Mother Earth remix. Haven't tried this one, so we shall see. Anyway, so that's going to be our healthy fat today. Then we're also going to have a half a tomato, a tangerine instead of a cup of orange juice. I don't like orange juice. I don't like oranges. So a tangerine has a close enough flavor that I do like, and it has all the fiber. The only way to get fiber from orange juice is if you drink it with pulp, and if you do, what's wrong with you? And then we will also be having a pear. This is a take on the dolce diet. It's kind of revamped for me because I don't like being told what to do. So anyway, let's get started with the first thing, and we're going to get our eggs set up. Wiggle you over here. I've got tons of stuff going on. So we will be using a frying pan for the, don't mind that. We'll be using a frying pan for this. We're going to fill it about, I don't know why I did that, about enough to cover a flat fried egg. So about yay full of water, and we're going to put that on to heat. La da 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 da. And then I'm also going to turn on my coffee water, because no breakfast is complete without some kind of warm drink. Now, while that is heating, we are going to use, let me step over here so you can see my full face, a mesh strainer. You do not have to include this step, but to get the tightest poached eggs, I recommend that you do, because it separates the really watery egg whites from the rest of the egg. Don't break the yolk on video. So, I put it into the, I did break the yolk. Darn it, that's okay. It won't actually affect anything. And then the wispy part of the egg white is going to drain off into the bowl, and that's going to help you get kind of that nice little poached egg look. Then, in the meantime, we're going to wait for the water to heat up to a simmer. And in a shallow frying pan, the reason I enjoy that is because it's all you need. It will do it for itself. So, that's what we're waiting for. Now, normally would be the time where I will slice my tomato. I don't trust you. I did that once. I put the egg on the counter, but eggs are round, and they roll, and it went whoop, 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 whoop. And on the other side of this counter is my running shoes. And the running shoe did not catch the egg, but it caught the splatter. So it looks like the water is almost there. I also prefer the shallow frying pan because it heats up quicker. And I'm impatient, especially in the morning. Okay. Always make sure to wash your vegetables. I didn't show you that on camera, but it happened. It exists. And we're going to plate our little tomato. Just like that. All I did was slice the tomato. If you really need to be shown that, maybe you're not ready to be cooking in the kitchen yet. I love these things. I get my onions sometimes, but olives and pickles in these containers. They are the most fantastic free way to get Tupperware. Okay, so our frying pan is ready. I think I may have to record this on my phone. That's what I'll do. Okay, so I'll be right back, and I'm going to switch cameras. All right, here we go. I've never done this on camera before. And bloop, see, I broke the egg. Darn it. Come out of here. Watch this one be a fail. It's going to not be nearly as good as I wanted it to be, but that's okay. I'm doing 2 eggs today, so that will be fine. And we're going to let that literally just cook for a little bit. Okay, so the first egg isn't going to be cute. I'm not entirely sure what I did wrong. Of course, it's because I'm on camera. The last couple of days, they've all been like perfect, tight little pouches of egg. But not this time. All right, so now I'm going to crack the other egg and let it separate. See, this is going to be the egg. But you know what? I'm human, and you're human. And if anyone here says that they've never broken the yolk of an egg, you're lying. So anyway, and as it cooks, I'm going to take my second mesh strainer, because the other one has an egg, and I'm going to kind of clear out the wispiness. Oh, yeah, that's great. I'm so glad that's the one I caught on camera. It's okay. I'll record the other one. And we're going to let that sit for a minute. Because the yolk is broken, it's not going to have that nice runny yolk. I'm actually not a big fan of runny yolks. I'm going to do it again. I get very allergenic. Sneezy. I get very sneezy first thing in the morning. I'm not confident as to why that is. I take regular allergy pills. But in the morning, I think it's because my sinuses are waking up. I'm always very sneezy. I'm peeling a tangerine. I figured you were just going to watch. I may do that about 14 more times, and I apologize for that. And I haven't even brought out the pepper yet. Anyway, so while my egg is egging over there, peeling my tangerine, separating it so it's plateable and pretty. There we go. Tangerine. Then the next part is I'm going to do the same thing with the pear once I get the second egg going. Scoop out some more of the whiskey. Yes. Yeah, this was not the one. Free it up from the bottom of the pan. I'll record the other one so that it looks a little better. Now, technically, you are supposed to plop this onto a kitchen towel to dry it, and normally I would. I'll do it with the other one so that you can see it. This one I'm just gonna let it be. You know what? We're all human. Beautiful egg. All eggs are beautiful. All right. Now I'm going to rinse out the pan, and I'm going to start again. I don't actually have a reason for doing that. Like for why I choose to. See, look. That's a pretty egg. Ah! Okay. So while that's heating up, I'm going to get the other fat ready. The other egg is just about finished. Looks like my coffee water should be heated up too. Yep. We'll turn that off and get my coffee ready. I don't have a reason for rinsing out the pan in between eggs. Mostly because so the water's not cloudy and it looks better. But other than appearances, I don't have. That's a lot of coffee. Oh yeah, I'm using instant coffee because instant coffee in Brazil tastes so much better than instant coffee in America. I do actually have coffee grounds, and I have a proper filter thing for it. But it's just messy, and it requires me to do more dishes, and I'm lazy, especially in the morning. So yes, I'm pre-sugaring my coffee. It's actually not sugar. I'm using a sucralose sweetener. I don't have anything to add on that. Sometimes I put coconut milk in it. Today, I'm not feeling it. But I'm going to go ahead and pour my coffee while I'm waiting for the egg water to be ready. It smells good. I love the smell of coffee. Am I the only one? I feel like coffee is just one of those scents, kind of like fresh baked cookies, where it's just amazing. Some people feel that way about bacon. I am not that way. Oh, speaking of bacon, you can obviously serve these eggs with anything that you normally would serve for breakfast. Like I said, I normally serve it with half an avocado, but my avocados are not ripe yet. So it would be an avocado, a tomato, and the eggs. Today I'm using the cashews, but that'll be the last thing I put on the plate because I want to put pepper on both my eggs and my tomato. So, start organizing my stuff over here. Gotta get the coffee, I gotta finish the pear, that's up next. And then when this is ready, and then that's ready. Breakfast is easy. I'm a huge breakfast person. I am not a huge breakfast person. What kind of lie was that? I love the concept of breakfast. Pancakes, waffles, turkey sausage, because I can't eat pork sausage. Like, the concept of it. The actual idea of getting up and putting something on your stomach right away, I'm not a big fan of that. Normally, actually, this has been the normal for a while. But other than that, usually I only have like a piece of fruit. Okay, so the water is ready. I'm going to show you how to do the egg again this time. Switch cameras so you can see the not failed version of the poached egg. All right, here we go. We'll see if we can do this. Sorry, don't move the camera. Move the egg. Perfect, much better. So just right in there in the sauteed water, in the simmering water. Okay, that one is so much better. So anyway, now we're going to cut up this pear. Wow, I don't think the pear was ripe either. It's a problem during quarantine. You should be grateful that there are fruits and vegetables. So anyway, slice up the pear. And then I'll go back to showing you how I work the egg. You pretty much leave it alone and it works itself. But I'll show you the wispy part with the thing that I did earlier. It was a very specific sentence. The wispy thing with the thing. Yep, that part. La 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 la. Tangerine is big and the pear is awkward. It's not going to look pretty. Now, if you really wanted to be creative, you could top that with cinnamon, which I normally do for lunch, but I've been skipping lunch because I've been busy, so that never comes out as planned. Get my pepper ready. Get my 2 napkins ready. Don't judge me when these come out. I've had these for a long time. Here in Brazil, we have wax-covered napkins. And they don't give you 1 or 2 when you order out. You order one time and you've got a lifetime supply of napkins. And I'm all for repurposing, so there's that. Can you see over here? I think so, as long as I don't stand right in your way. So basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my napkins here. When this is done, I'm going to put the egg on it, pat it dry, and then I'll be able to move it to the plate. I should probably put the plate over here too. And then you'll have expectation versus reality. It's going to be funny. It's hilarious. Okay. Oh, it's a beautiful egg, though. Hopefully I don't mess this one up, because it's really pretty. I'm proud of this one. You can't say, this is how I do it, and it's good, and then completely fail on camera, but I guess you can, because that's life, isn't it? All right. So, the wispy thing over here, if you can't see. Here, I'm going to switch cameras again. Whoop. Okay, so you'll see on top they have kind of a wispy thing. I'm just going to take my strainer and kind of, there you
whisk around that. Oh, sorry, you didn't see any of that. You looked over there. Whoop, that's a there you go. So anyway, I just kind of scooped out the wispy parts around it. Boop, 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 boop. And now I'm actually, because the water isn't quite high enough, I'm going to release the egg gently, and I'm going to flip it. Just like, man, sorry, I'm not very good with this camera. Whoop, there you go. And I'm going to let that simmer for a few more minutes, just enough to cook the top of the underneath so you have that nice runny yolk.
Okie dokie. So we're going to flip the egg. The egg is just about finished. I'm going to let it like another minute or so, and then I'm going to transfer it to the napkin. I don't understand. Can you see what I'm doing? No, you cannot. It's okay. If I stand over here, you can kind of see. I'm going to put the egg on the napkin, and then with the other napkins, I'm going to pat it dry. This is not a necessary step, but it's apparently the proper way to do it. Okay, turn off the egg. Let's stand over here so you can see what I'm doing. My beautiful, this one came out gorgeous. This is a beautiful egg, I'm just saying. The other egg, maybe not, but so slide that right there. And because I specifically said these are waxy coated, because otherwise if you use like a regular American napkin, sorry, no hate to Americans, but by using a regular American napkin, it would fall apart and you'd have paper everywhere. So, look at that. We're just going to put that right over the top of that. And then we're going to brag here in a minute. Right. There we go. Look at that one. That egg right there. Not that one. Not that one. This one. That's a beautiful egg. That's how they normally come out. Honestly, I've only broken the yolk like 2-3 times, and this, of course, would be one of them. Okay, so that you can see me and not my reflection in the background. You can't. Ha! I'm gonna top the tomato and the egg with pepper. No, there is no salt. You obviously can use salt in the water. You can use salt on the egg. I don't cook with a lot of salt in the morning. And actually, recently, I've been trying to avoid salt as much as possible. Just because it's not really all that good for you. So for the record, for anyone going like, those are some nasty eggs, you're right. Good in texture. But I also like the flavor of just egg. I think that over salty, I think I was probably traumatized at some point in my childhood. Oh, there's chocolate. It doesn't say that there's chocolate, but that sure looks like chocolate to me. And then I'm going to add a couple of cashews. Normally it's just like dried berries and nuts, so I'm surprised that there's chocolate. Anyway, this is a new one. Never tried it before. What do you want from me? Okay, and there you go. There is my healthy breakfast. I'll take a picture like I always do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and had fun with this video. Good luck poaching them eggs if you're going to try it. It's my favorite way to eat an egg. So there's that. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.